Why, hello there. Come sit in Grandma Hazel's lap and I will tell you a story about my year on Furry TikTok. It is not a story for the faint of heart. Alright, in order to understand this story, you have to understand my, Hazel's story. You see, I didn't always look like this. Back in 2017, I used to look like this. You see, this was my first fursuit that I had ever made. But 2 years later, in 2019, I needed a Halloween costume, and I needed it to look good. So I repurposed this old base, switched out the eyes, added some new foam, and refurred it. And to my surprise, it turned out better than I was expecting. I mean, I went from this to this. What a glow up. But about Halloween 2019, I was about to do something crazy, something dangerous. I was about to walk into a high school looking like this. So I packed Hazel up in a duffel bag that she fit perfectly into and carried her discreetly to all of my classes until the lunchtime Halloween party. I dipped into an abandoned classroom and suited up. I think I was shaking vigorously, but you couldn't see it under all that fur. It was absolutely terrifying. People were looking at me, but as I made my way through the halls and into the outside courtyard, I was not scared. You see, I wasn't alone. We stood together to have our costumes judged, and as we were waiting in line, people kept coming up to us and asking for selfies. That was the day I knew I wanted to work at Disney World because it was awesome. In the end, our costumes got second place, which I don't think is that bad. But that day gave me something more important than an award. It gave me courage. So, 2 months later, December, I finally did it. I was watching re-uploaded TikToks of fursuit dancing on Instagram right before my exam, and all throughout that exam, I was thinking not of Animal Farm, but of how I was gonna make a furry TikTok. I was like, you know what? I wanna do that dancing too. All I have to do is just make a TikTok, and I'll figure it out from there. That night, I recorded a very awkward TikTok and uploaded it. I didn't really know what to expect, but whatever I was expecting, it wasn't this. You guys really pulled through for me. I started seeing numbers I had never even seen before, like quadruple digits. I realized I was wrong about TikTok. It wasn't some kind of cringe app that you ironically post to. It was actually really fun. I kept making videos and I kept improving at it. And thanks to you guys, my account just continued to grow. But then, as the year changed from 2019 to 2020, something terrible happened, as we all know. It grew on the horizon until it struck! Which was perfectly fine with me because it meant the government was literally asking me to stay home. And no more school. Us introverts really won 2020, huh? If nothing else good happened. I don't mean to get political, but the fact is our president just didn't order enough masks to keep all of our federal institutions safe. And what federal institution always gets the short end of the stick? Jails. So they asked the public to help them out. And when I heard this, I knew it was my time. Who else has hours of time on their paws that they mostly use for scrolling through TikTok? A proficiency at wearing masks. And a sewing machine. Your majestic hero, Hazel. So it was my time to leave you all and go on hiatus to start sewing masks. But months later, I returned. And now the federal government is in my debt. So if your parents ever ask what fursuit making will get you, that's your answer. So season 1 of quarantine wrapped up, but the federal government was not done with me yet. First you deprive citizens of their masks, and now you want to take away the one thing that we hold dear? We know now that this is not actually a thing that the president can do, but at the time it was really scary. If you were on TikTok at the time, do you remember when our FYPs reset? At that point, I had accepted death, but I was not going down without a fight. If I only got one more TikTok, I was gonna make it a good one. My most popular videos this year were rotoscope animation and drawing my followers. So I combined the two. I did this rotoscope animation, and at the end it had this giant scrolling screen of as many followers as I could fit. I think I got like at least 40. I posted the video, fully prepared for it to be my last one, and I went to sleep that night, ready for everything we had worked so hard for to disappear. And when I woke up, it was still there. The federal government can try, but they cannot stop me from posting TikToks. And they certainly cannot take you, my wonderful fans, away from me. So, what did this year on TikTok teach me? You can't control your circumstances, and you can't even always be positive, especially in this year. But you can always stand up, hold your head high, and know that you never have to tear others down to survive. And hopefully, your friends and community will be there to back you up. But even if they're not, I know you're strong enough to get through anything. If you're watching this video, it means that no struggle has been able to defeat you yet. So, thank you for hanging out with me this year, and I hope I'll see you next year. Oh, wait! Before I go, there's someone very special I'd like you all to meet. Hi there. I hope this message makes it to whatever dimension you're watching this in. I'm Juliana, but you can call me the mastermind behind all the TikToks. As Hazel and Azul's creator, I'd like to thank you personally for supporting us this year. And I hope you'll stick around for the next one. Anyway, I'm off to endlessly scroll through TikTok to find more video ideas. So, adios. Roll the outro. First you deprive citizens of their masks, and now you want to take... What? Uh-oh.